What's going on, Action Army?
What's happening, guys? Welcome to the show. Welcome to the official Action Army show.
Welcome to the most important hour of your life this week. If you're not watching this show, you're probably a Jackass or a Lion's Den fan.
Yeah, guys, it's basically a fucking call to action. Just kidding. It's exactly what it is, okay? This is the intro to Call to Action. The single most important piece of content you're going to ingest in the next 7 minutes.
If you love Action Army and you love Ben and Drew, then this is the place to be. And if you don't love us, well, then fuck you.
Go buy a suit, get it fitted, get the pants tailored so the length is just right, the break of your pants looks fantastic, get a bottle of Jameson, and get on fucking board. Peace out.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Call to Action podcast. I'm your host today, Helene, and with me today we have Danny.
What's going on? Happy Canada Day, everyone, to my fellow Canadians.
And we
I'm
have...
not really Canadian, but...
yeah, and we have Aixa.
Hi.
So, we have quite a few matches to go through today.
Oh, and we have Axel, too. Hi.
Yeah, a lovely
Yeah, I'm
mascot.
babysitting again. I'm babysitting again, guys. Sorry.
No worries. Yeah, because we missed a few weeks, we have quite a few matches to go through, but I mean, honestly, there's not that much happening. But still, we'll start with McWeeny versus Irvin. The final score was 17-20 in favor of Ethan Irvin. What did you guys think?
I mean, this was, again, two heavyweight in the single tournament. McWeeny had kind of a, I guess, not his best first round, but he climbed back in, and Ethan showed that he's pretty dominant, and so it was a pretty good match, I think, overall.
Yeah, it was definitely a trivia focused match instead of
it wasn't really like flashy and entertaining. It was more like a heavyweight kind of thing. And similar to how when On and Demon's playing. I think when I brought it up in the last episode that it caters more to the people that are focused more on the trivia portion of the Schmodown as opposed to the entertainment concept. So it'd be interesting to hear IX's thoughts.
I don't really have much thought. Kind of I don't want to say boring, but it was bland. And I think really showed that he up there with some of the best players in the Schmodown. And I think a few more matches, I think he could be in the top 10. Honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
That's about it. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, for me, the more drama-filled, character-driven storyline episodes are the ones I tend to enjoy more. It's fine to see matches like this that are trivia-focused once in a while, to just see that, oh yeah, we have some very knowledgeable people in this league. But yeah, I think they're doing a good job with filtering having both types of matches.
Because we have to realize too.
Oh, sorry. Do you guys think that Ethan is his wife's too?
What did you say?
Do you think he's gonna team up with his part of the Schmodown too?
His wife, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know her, but does she know?
She was in the free for all. She debuted.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Maybe. Personally, I don't know if I would want that in just because I feel like the team league especially is the one that is mostly filled with the theatrics of the Schmodown.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And so adding teams like that, sure, it would be nice, and maybe she's very good, but would it be entertaining? That's my problem with that idea, I guess.
I mean, for the possibility of story wise, Lon and Ethan would be good because they kind of spoiled it, and they said that he's a part of Lon's faction, the school, the elite.
Yeah.
So
Is he a
like,
professor or a student?
I think he's a professor.
Yeah, I feel like Lon would help him develop more of a character, I guess. Like, to pair him up with someone like Lon would be a good idea to, like, balance it out.
So they could be the next super team.
Yeah. They could. Lon is very good. I feel like he's pretty underrated.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And we haven't heard anything much from like Cody or anything of like Cody and RB3 and the rest of the people in like Lon's like school. So having like two professors and like having like a heavyweight, I guess, will bring more attention to that faction because no one ever talks about them. I don't think many people even know that it's even a faction.
Yeah, it's been show their side. But yeah, maybe you should just move on to the next match unless you have something else to add.
No, not really.
Okay. Then we have Modoc versus Critically Acclaimed. The final score was 17-19 in favor of Critically Acclaimed. A TKO, which is pretty nice. Me personally, I really love Critically Acclaimed, mostly because of like, well, their personality and their and their enthusiasm for the league. It's very fun, and they have very good humor. And like, I feel like they're the perfect example of you don't need the really big theatrics that like Team Action bring. You can just show your true fun personality in a good way that like I feel like they're very much themselves when they do like interviews and such. Like, of course, with like an added flair, I guess. But I really enjoy them as people.
Yeah. We talked the matching reminded me a lot of Stacy and Nate coordinated their costumes.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of glad that Critically Acclaimed won because a lot of people have been like sleeping on them. They're not as a team proved that they can hold it. Let's be honest, Modoc could have been like champions. Like if they hadn't stayed in character, they could have been the champions.
Yeah, definitely. And like the whole thing with they lost to every champion or they get a title shot or whatever. That's kind of cool. I hope they keep doing well because they're cool. Danny?
I really enjoyed. We were talking about how the last match was a little slow, and this one was a lot more entertaining. I like that they both came out to Bill and Ted.
Yeah,
it was funny that like they both kind of copied each other. And those are like the kind of teams that they're not necessarily my favorite teams, but they're the teams that I always like watching. Like I'll always see a match and I'll enjoy them. I'll always enjoy a Modoc match, even though they're not my favorite team. And Critically Acclaimed, they have like their entertainment with like their talent. So they're like they're like above the line if they were entertaining, basically.
So true. I still feel like this should have been the main event.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, also like in the post-match interview, Critical Acclaimed's humor really shines through, I think. Like when Snyder came in, Bibbs said Snyder said something to Bibbs. I don't remember what it was, but Bibbs's response was, "That's what you think with your dumb brain that's full of poop." It's just so weird, but I love it. And like when Snyder tells him that I'm gonna make you take a seat, okay? Then Bibbs just responds with no.
He's like, no, you said it or something.
Yeah, it's just I love their way of like not really trash talking, but just their humor in general.
Yeah, like they're kind of like goofy, like they're kind of like goofy, like in terms of like the Wild Bears, but not like to the extreme.
Yeah, exactly.
They're kind of just like dorks, but like lovable, kind of like.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that and I like that they're not like they're considered heels, but they're not really like heels. They're more like kind of like lovable.
Yeah, definitely. And like MODOK, when I think it was Jen asked them like, "What's next for MODOK?" and they just replied, "Winning."
Yeah.
Like I feel like both these teams have that fun personality that just it really does make it a lot more fun to watch the matches themselves.
Yeah, and also now critically acclaimed has three KOs right now in their record. So the only loss that they had was to Late to the Party, which everyone was considered is probably one of the biggest upsets in Schmodown history, I would say, or at least up there. Probably would be between that and Team Action top 10. Even though for us that was never going to be an upset because that was done.
Yeah. Should we move on to the next one?
No, I actually, do you have anything else to add to the critically acclaimed or MODOK?
Not really, no. Thank you though.
Okay. Then we'll just go to Kalinowski versus Habon. The final score was 20-9 in favor of Kalinowski. A KO. It's kind of funny, considering KO eruption and all that. But yeah, I mean, he did get spinners and opponent's choice in his favor, so it could have been more of a fair fight. Or like, it's not that crazy that he won by such a margin.
He probably fixed the wheel, knowing him. He probably weighed the wheel out. But it was honestly, a little bit way too much of his show because like he made the graphic, the corruption in the background, and like he was trying so hard. Like, and he kept mentioning Andrew like every other second. So obviously he's standing over Team Action, but he's like he's like the rejected person, like who tried out for the team but didn't make it, but still wants to like imitate like us because he's not a part of Team Action. So, and we don't want him anyway.
But yeah, like the Patriots are always saying, "Oh, this person had like a magnet." I've never believed that more until this match. Like I'm sure, like Kalinowski like rigged the wheel or something. I don't know. I feel everything just went like.
Yeah. And like damn, I forgot what I was gonna say.
I don't know.
Yeah, but we do have the post-match thing, and I mean, the was it the interview this match? I don't remember, but yeah, we can see Kalinowski clearly pushing Tab around, which is kind of funny, but I mean, at some point, I think it's gonna get old pretty quickly.
I don't like how he was to because I like when Team Action or the Patriots funny and like it's jokey, sort of rude. Like it was obnoxious with him. Yeah. Like Kalinowski is the only person that can make being a heel boring and obnoxious.
The shade. But yeah. So apparently we're getting Kalinowski versus Donika and Cushing versus Zipper. I think that's what was revealed in the interview after the match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was whoever won R&B, no?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course R&B couldn't attend, so they put Gerber in instead. And Donika won, obviously. So
Yeah.
seems like we're getting that.
Yeah. Well, scared of like Rachel.
Yeah. Yeah, but
And
didn't
then
Tab say that he wanted Kalinowski Rachel or something? But Kalinowski was
yeah,
like, no.
yeah,
Yeah,
because
for the
he was
collision.
because
Yeah.
he's too much of a chicken to face against Rachel.
Yeah.
So he thought that going against either Donica or Robert Miles Burnett would be an easy way for him to make it.
I feel bad for Jared because I know he's good and like I don't know, and then he's actually so nice. Like he's so nice.
Yeah.
Like, he was so nice in that post interview. I was so surprised.
Yeah. And also he did say that he wanted to like try singles and teams.
Yeah.
Which would be very funny.
Yeah, it'd be interesting.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so it seems like the next round in the tournament will be Zipper Rachel, Kalinowski Donika, and then probably Adam versus Five. Because the Five
yeah.
Washington match was a part of the tournament, and then No Pick versus whoever wins on Tuesday.
Yeah, against Keaton and the new
Rosie
Knight.
Knight.
Yeah, new one.
Yeah, exactly.
But Keaton, we saw her in the first win the Fatal 5-Way when she was like
right.
the little Disney girl.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, do you guys have anything else to add to this?
No, I'm just interested about Ayexa and how Pudding was trying to be like a heel on the MTS page. He was trying to shit talk to her,
Yeah.
and she had none of that. She had like some of the best comebacks.
Yeah, and then he started. He would reply to that kid that actually thought the taco was real.
Yeah.
It was weird. What did Kalinowski say in the post interview? Something about Hawaii. He was like shit talking Jared, even though Jared like didn't even care.
Yeah, something about sending him back to Hawaii and that he was nice to him for doing that.
He got a free trip to Hawaii because he's on The Bachelor in Paradise.
Yeah,
it's the reality show that he was just trying to. He was just trying to say. He was trying to say that he didn't deserve to be on there because he's a TV star.
Oh, well,
but he's a TV star.
A wannabe actor?
Yeah, he's like a background character in Gene the Virgin. Like you see,
yeah,
like his.
He is.
He's not even like. He's like part of the crowd.
Yeah,
like you see an outline of him. He doesn't even have a speaking role. He just has like an outline, like in a restaurant or something.
No, he's the assistant to, not the. He's the assistant to one of like the supporting characters.
Oh.
To like, I don't have anybody watches the show, but yeah, he also got killed off like 5 seconds of being on screen in like the Vampire Diaries.
Really? I didn't see that.
And he was also a feature in the Onion article.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. Right. Is there anything else you think? I think we covered.
Maybe we should talk about how ironic is the corruption.
Yeah.
That he's actually corrupting the Schmodown by, even though he's saying that he's fixing the corruption, but he's actually the one being corrupt. Like blackmailing Tad.
Yeah, exactly. That's very ironic, very funny. And also something I've like noticed, I think he's like kind of preaching that no one has been seeing that, oh, the Schmodown is so corrupt. But like, I mean, pretty much every heel team has been saying that, oh, it's rigged against them when they lose. Like the Lions Den, for example. I mean, it's pretty obvious that Christian has a bias against them. Right?
Yeah, and also like he's pro Fife Club and the Shire Wolves.
Yeah.
But we can't say that or else we'll get.
Okay.
I
We'll just,
I see a red light. I see a red light by my forehead right now as we
oh
speak.
no. Okay. We should go to break then. I guess we'll see you guys in a minute.
Hello, guys. Welcome to the in-between segment. This is a transition for you and all the wonderful listeners of the show.
Some people might even call this a commercial. So since it's a commercial, we're going to promote a couple things that you should check out. Check out patreon.com/teamaction, as well as Wednesdays.
You can find us on the Action Movie Anatomy official show on the Popcorn Talk Network. Do you feel we're being serene? We certainly do.
Also, we're going to kick the shit out of every other Schmodown team in the entire league. Oh, here comes the next segment. See you in a minute.
Roka's a choker.
Bye.
Welcome back, guys. We're now going to continue with the next 3 matches. First, we got Mike Carlson versus Zipper. The final score was 11-14 in favor of Zipper. It was a TKO. I mean, there's quite a few TKOs this past week. Like, I feel like, wait, let me see. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these matches are KOs or TKOs. That's pretty wild. Danny, do you have any specific thoughts?
Well, the Answer Man versus the debut of the Zipper. I mean, I like Mike Carlson as a player, as a character on the show. I know he hasn't won anything, but I just like the fact that he's kind of laid back and he doesn't really care. And I was answering in third person to everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe like he said that he's going to try doing like singles, so maybe we can see him answer more questions. But
yeah.
I always like Botanicus, and I always kind of like cheer for him, kind of like how we talk about Koi, but they're both not very good. Like they're both good for the Schmodown, but like their records don't reflect them.
Yeah.
Like their actual skill.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'm more and more impressed with the World's Finest and Zipper, because like when they first showed up, like Heba and his partner were doing the Batman voice and stuff, and
yeah,
like I didn't even like know who these guys were or where they were from at all. But yeah, so it was pretty interesting to see that like out of all the new people that they're bringing in, that you kind of at least was kind of a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really glad that he stopped with that Batman voice, because, as he said, that was that was getting old pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
In terms of the match, I don't remember what they did in the second round, but I think Zipper did pretty well in his. I think he almost got a near perfect score in the second round, if I recall properly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there were 5 questions, right? He did multiple choice in one, I think, because round 1, they both had 5-5, and then round 2 and 3, they got 11 and 14.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how he'll do against Rachel or whatever, but
yeah,
it's still a pretty good debut outside of the teams.
Yeah. Aixa, do you have any thoughts?
Not really. Just that I like Mike. I think he's a good showman, but I feel like he the movie fights that he does that MTS.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Like, it's very fun to see him there. Hashtag Botanicus. He does a lot better at movie fights. I mean, I don't know how his general movie knowledge is. Maybe he will do better in singles or teams. But I would love to see him back. Honestly, he's very entertaining.
I think he'd be great in teams, actually.
Yeah.
I just feel like in singles, he kind of like needs somebody to like lean on, kind of like how Sam Levine is.
Yeah.
How he said that, like in singles, he didn't feel like confident, and then once he got in teams, he felt more confident.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that would be
You'll be good. Yeah. Also, at the end of the match, that's when Ken got a mysterious letter. I wonder what it could be. Do you guys have any theories?
I think it's
probably
from Pudding.
Oh
Yeah.
no, yeah, it's definitely Pudding. He's like going around like blackmailing everybody, probably.
Yeah, do you think it's blackmail?
Because he's, because he has that Thad. He had a letter with Thad too.
Or maybe it's like a breakup letter from what's her name? Grace.
Whoa. Too real. Yeah.
Oh no, wait, I have another idea. What if it's like his a letter from Bobby Gucci, and he's telling him that he's out of the den.
It would be kind of like, I don't know, the whole scene is kind of weird. Or
Well,
like,
there's really no Star Wars belt anymore, so he doesn't really have any den.
yeah. I kind of have they decided now that they're gonna like chill it down, I guess?
No, well, with the Star Wars, they replaced the guy with Rooster Teeth to take Sam's place.
Yeah. But he was gonna like fight someone for it, wouldn't he?
Yeah, Alex.
Yeah, right.
But I don't think it's for the belt because, well, I mean that wouldn't be fair to anybody else if they just brought a random guy who's never played a match and just have like if he wins against Alex because Alex worked hard to make it.
What if it's what if it's Freddy?
Freddie Prinze Jr.?
Yeah.
No, he already said. Christian already announced the replacement of Sam. That was some guy from Rooster Teeth.
Yeah. Honestly,
oh really?
Should have
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should have like a match against like Ken or something.
Yeah, he announced it in the carpool question and answers.
Yeah. Right. Like the whole thing, I'm sad that we won't get to see Sam Witwer as often. I mean, not at all, probably this year.
Because of the Christian. Because of the Chris Hardwick situation, probably.
Yeah, right. That might factor into it. I mean, as well, he has always been busy, anyways.
Or spoilers for Solo.
Yeah, right. Maybe they'll do something with him.
Maybe that's maybe why he's also busy.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's sad to see him go. I really liked seeing him there.
Yeah, but, and for me personally, the Star Wars division really isn't interesting to me. But
yeah,
like Sam was definitely the best part of that whole thing. Like watching him answer all the questions was awesome. Watching him.
To me, the Star Wars thing has never been like interesting, but I liked it because of Sam and Ken, and that's like the only reason why, honestly.
Yeah, same. Like, I'm a big Star Wars fan, and the like 2 or I guess 3 reasons that I did like to watch it was Sam, Ken, and testing myself on the trivia. And other than that, I really don't care. And like, yeah, I mean, it's fun to see like a Star Wars match every now and then, but like to have a whole league for it, yeah, that just seems like a waste.
I think they should just keep like the Star Wars stuff for like Comic-Con or stuff like that, you know?
Yeah, like exhibition matches. And they should do
like a special.
Yeah, like they've been talking about doing the horror Schmodown, and like the Star Trek one has been discussed as like a one-off. I feel like they should do those instead. Just to do like, oh, we're gonna do a horror one now, and oh no, we're gonna do a action one, right? I feel like that would be a lot better.
Yeah. Like I see why they have it is because like a lot of the audience are Star Wars fans, but we already have the inner geekdom for that. So
yeah, exactly.
We're gonna seeing like questions from the Star Wars competition going to be into the inner geekdom, or inner geekdom questions going to be in the Star Wars division. So
either you completely take out Star Wars from inner geekdom and just have like the Star Wars League, or take away the Star Wars League and just have it in inner geekdom. Because it doesn't make sense. It never has.
Yeah.
Now a horror league, that would make sense because there's so many subgenres to horror, like psychological horror, slasher films, serial killer films, supernatural films, classics, silent horror films, like really things killing, stuff like that.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah, and then Clark will finally get her belt, but she'll probably lose anyway.
Excuse me, that belt belongs to the V.
Yeah. I hope Bibbs would win as well. He deserves it.
Whitney could win it, actually.
Yeah, right. Either one of those, I'm fine with.
I wouldn't want to just see a horror tournament with Makuga because just for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, that would be funny. We should maybe move on to the next match if you don't have anything else to say.
Nope.
All right. Next we have Koi Jandro, and I don't know how to pronounce the name. Sorry. And no pick. That was pretty insane. The final score was 9-14 in favor of no pick. It was a TKO. Pretty impressive. A really good debut.
Oh yeah, I mean, Mara's debut was probably one of the better debuts that we've ever seen.
Yeah,
I'm glad that we actually have a new star, a new female star in the making. I liked her. I liked her dry humor, like her dry pan humor.
yeah.
I love the star joke that she kept saying, brown star star joke. And I like the little stinger with her and pudding, but we can talk about that later. But no, I was very impressed. I like that how she went with Star Trek. Maybe that wasn't maybe her strongest strength, but normally where people would like back away from it, she seemed like she was really cool and collective the whole match, especially for a debut. Usually you see them like kind of nervous and then they kind of just like do bad. Like Marquia is like she knows her stuff, but when she went against Rachel, she kind of just fell apart, and that was like one of the worst matches that we've seen this season.
Oh yeah, I agree.
So seeing her kind of step up to the plate. I mean, Koi's not nowhere close to Rachel, but still, anytime you're competing for the first time, you could get kind of like shaken. So seeing her kind of just like be cool and make jokes and make friends was cool.
Yeah, she fit in really well.
Yeah.
The only thing I didn't like is how like they're all already automatically like calling her the next Rachel Cushing, the next champion. Like, stop. You know what I mean? Like this is where everything always goes wrong. They did it with McQueenie. They did it with Bibbs. They did it with Rachel. None of them have held a belt except McQueenie, and that's just another thing that I'm annoyed at. Like, it wasn't earned. Whatever. But yeah, like they need to stop like crowning like champions like within their first match. Like that's not okay. And it was a good match, but it wasn't like the best we've seen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely a problem with the fan base as a whole. Like we always, or they, I mean, I don't. They always overhype people from their first match, and that has like, I don't think it has ever ended well. Like they've always gone downhill after a short while, and then they've just been like roaming in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, and no disrespect to Koi, but he's not a Rachel or he's not a Jason Inman. So like, I mean, pretty much anybody could beat Koi at this point.
The thing is,
point of the time.
he knows all of this, and that's what gets me mad. I know he knows everything on there, but like I don't know. He's just so like fast that like I feel like he doesn't have enough time to process the questions, and he answers like before. I don't know. It's just I feel like if he like really slowed down, he could be like a champion. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the next match he should do is just him and Hector, because like Hector was a former champion, and I think they both would kind of do well against each other. Because
Koi
Hector
versus Jones.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Jeremy's been busy, but I think Hector and him could maybe do something together. Like, it could be even matched. Don't forget, he is the only one who beat Pudding.
Oh yeah, huh?
I mean, his win was against Pudding. So
yeah, true. The 5-way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He beat Jason too, no? Oh no, that was the Rachel match. Never mind.
Yeah. Kind of sidetrack. We were talking about like leagues and what we wanted. Something that I could see happening would be a team in a Geekdom league.
Yeah. I mean, what was the like? That's what I want to see more. It's just a branch of other teams and factions stuff more.
Yeah, I feel like because I mean I think the Indie Geekdom League is, I think it's popular. I'm not too sure. I haven't looked at the numbers, but I would think that a lot of people like these matches because of the content they have. But at the same time, I'm like, we don't really need it, but I don't know. I think it would be a lot of fun.
Oh, talking about the Inner Geekdom League. A lot of people are saying that they should have Pixar, and I feel like that's true because a lot of people like nerd out and geek out over Pixar and Disney movies.
Yeah. But I feel like then you should add Disney as well.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
Considering Disney owns everything now, that makes sense because Disney counts like Disney movies, Marvel.
Yeah, but like Walt Disney Animation Studios or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not even mad at it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be cool. Do you guys have anything else to add before we move on?
I like how Mara just put in. I thought that was funny. And she called him like a killer milkshake or something.
Yeah. Yeah, what was that? I don't remember exactly what it was. But
she was very confident, but she was also kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I liked her. That's what I meant. Like, I liked her kind of like dry humor, kind of geekiness to it. Because, and I just liked when like Pudding kind of like creepily like went into the background of like the post match against him and Jen, and they kind of just like ignored him while he kind of just walked in there, like creepily.
He's just so weird.
Yeah, he looked like a weird stalker. Like he was just like, and the girls kind of just like gave him a look.
Yeah, he's like the real life version of like an internet troll. Like he's not even a heel; he's just a troll.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, why didn't you thank me?" And she's like, "I don't even know you." And he's like, "Thank you."
Yeah. It was great.
And then in the background, you just saw like Snyder and like the outlaw just like doing like office work in the background.
Yeah.
Oh, and somebody posted like that picture, and they're like, "Oh, like the new, like a new up and comer, the best heel in the Schmodown. Oh, and also Kalinowski in one picture, and it was like
Yeah.
Snyder in the background. Yeah,
That's great. Yeah. Next we have Danica versus Gerber. That ended with 16-21 in favor of Danica. Another TKO. It was pretty nice. I mean, I personally really like the Lions Den, and I think Danica is like his character is pretty funny. So yeah, I mean, I would love to see, or like I like to see him continue to be in the league.
yeah, I like his online presence as well. And his friendship with the boys. So anybody who supports Andrew and Ben, we're here for.
Yeah.
Plus, he's a Den member, and we all love the James. So like,
except for Melissa and James, of course.
Yeah, because they're lame. But yeah, I want to see more of him. He seems interesting. Yeah, that's about it. Like, I don't know, the whole tournament has been like a dud for me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just too much inner geekdom for me, like overkill. Like I miss seeing more of the single matches, but yeah, because Sean he was a last minute replacement for Robert Meyer Burnett. So I think if it was more with Robert Meyer Burnett, he would have brought more kind of like villainy, like goofball humor.
Oh yeah, plus he's like an ex-Den member, so like that would have been something else.
Yeah, there was more at stake.
And then his replacement.
Yeah, it's like literally his replacement in the Lions Den. But shout out to Donica because he is part of the Action Army.
Yeah, he is.
So he may not have. He's part of the Lions Den, but we all know that secretly him and Janine are both working to infiltrate and bring glory to the Action Army.
Janine's Canadian. She posted on the Facebook page. Apparently, she's Canadian, so happy Canada Day to her.
Oh, happy Canadian Day to her and Jason Inman, too.
Yeah, right.
Jason isn't Canadian. His wife is.
No, he's Canadian. Oh,
She's from
Canadian?
Kansas. Yeah.
All right. Well, to Ashley Lee Robinson, happy Canada Day.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't really have anything else to add. Yeah, I feel like I mean, right now, like every Inner Geekdom tournament match is happening, but I feel like I kind of feel like we have to excuse that because we have like the Ultimate Showdown taking like the same amount of time during the fall season, and now it's just like, oh, now we are doing the Inner Geekdom before summer.
Yeah. Before the collision.
Yeah, but like even when they're doing like singles and teams, after a while, not teams though, I was like teams, but like after like the first 2 or 3 weeks of just single matches, I always start to like feel the need for something else. So I get what you mean with like, there's been a lot of Inner Geekdom.
Yeah, and Inner Geek, and like I know that like geek culture is like a big thing for the Schmodown and like the audience, but like personally, like it's not that huge for me. Like I don't like love a lot of the categories. Like I watch them as casual fans, but like I would rather see more like movies and stuff that are kind of like indies or classical films, stuff like that.
For me, like if they ever have like a comic book fight, count me in. But for like Inner Geekdom, like it's fine, you know. Like the only thing I don't know is like the Hobbit and like the Middle Earth films, and also like Star Wars. I've seen a few of them, but I'm not like a fan. I probably don't catch as much stuff like as like Colleen would. So to me, it's like whatever, you know.
Yeah, sign me up for the Lord of the Rings tournament.
Yeah.
Ooh, we need Indiana Jones in your geekdom. Is he in there? He's not, right?
He was.
No.
They took him out. He used to be there, and so with Back to the Future.
I think they have Indiana Jones questions in mixed bag. Do they? I feel.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
and they had it. They had it in round 3 because that was one of the questions was an Indiana Jones
Yeah,
question.
right.
Oh yeah, because I remember because Puddin made like a whole thing about it, like, oh, his name is Indy, something like that. He's fucking dumb, but whatever. He gets one win and he like milks it.
Yeah, that is true. um, okay, we're gonna take another short break. And we'll be right back with I guess our variety segment. I guess we can call it that.
That's a special report, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. See ya.
T.
The tea.
Hi guys, we're back, and now we just want to talk about what's going on in the Facebook page and members of the Five Club claiming sexism whenever somebody calls them confident or whenever somebody says that they're acting like heels. And these last few weeks, I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of like comments on YouTube, me like having deleted, like they say, "Oh, Emma's a heel." Even on the Facebook page, like there's people getting kicked out or their comments or posts are being deleted if they say that Rachel is confident, stuff like that, you know. Wanted to say it's not okay for that to be happening because it diminishes when sexism and stuff like that. Sexism happens to factions like the Viper Squad all the time, and they put up nobody ever addresses. As soon as like somebody calls like a member of the Five Club confident, then it's a problem, and that's not sexism. Being called confident is, you know, like a compliment, and I don't know why they're seeing it as an insult. And with Emma, I don't know why they're getting called a heel when instantly insults competitors like when she's calling matches. So I don't know. That's basically what I wanted. I wanted to add some stuff as well, but that's just what I have to say. Like, like what comes to mind right now. Do you guys want to
Yeah.
add anything?
I feel like especially with Emma, she loves to trash on team action. Like that's just what I've noticed, especially like, I mean, basically just all the heels in the league, but like specifically action, and I think she's said some things about Lionsden as well. But yeah.
Yeah, and I can't really talk matters about sexism, but I would say that like there is obviously some favoritism when it comes to like what being the narrative being pushed a certain way in the agenda. That Shy Wolves are good, Five Club is good, Viper Squad is bad, Action is bad. Vote for cheer for the Five Horsemen, and Line Den are bad. So I think like it always gets like kind of like muddled, and then people kind of just like see them as bad all the time. So like they disrespect like Andrew and like Ben and stuff all the time. And then, but then like when anybody wants to say anything about Emma or Rachel, they always have to complain and like make a huge post about it.
Exactly. That's my also a problem. Like, um, for example, apparently like, Andrew and stuff like her entire match, nobody said anything. There was no post. There was no apology. But as soon as somebody even says like, "Oh, Rachel's confident," oh no, there has to be like a huge essay, kicked out of like MTS. It's like a whole thing. It's really stupid. Like if you're gonna, you can't hold that double standard. Like you can't insult faces slide with being like mean to other players, and you like, hold faces like I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I think you guys understand what I mean. Like there's a double standard.
Yeah. I feel like this all like it stems from that. Like they think that being called a heel is demeaning, and it's like I feel like that's the problem with like kind of being yourself in the league. I guess like in a contrast to like having your character. Like you can say all kinds of shit to Ben and Andrew because they're playing characters, right? We're just shitting on the characters. But then when people like do the same to Emma or the other members of the Shire Wolves, that's a big no, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like
And
basically everyone but Mark and Chico. Everyone but Mark and Chico is like triggered by everything. Like Mark's like and Chico's like cool about it. So it's not really about him, really. It's more about the other members of the Fight Club that literally
yeah,
like if there's any doubt of criticism, they instantly cry wolf and they cry sexism, or they cry that they're being like bullied out of wanting to bullied off the main page and stuff. But like pretty much nobody's doing anything to them, and like most of the people are fans of them anyway.
yeah. The thing is, like I've noticed people are only faces tweeners because they want to be liked by the fans. Like they're such like I don't mean this as an insult, but they're like people pleasers, and that's why the only reason they're faces. Like for example, like Rachel and Clark and Emma. That's the only reason they're faces because we all know they'd make better heels because they want to be liked. And like for example, Brienne, the only reason like she liked being a heel. The only reason she stopped was because of all the hate she was getting.
Mm-hmm.
And things into perspective is the problem the way fans way like competitors.
Can you repeat that? It cut out.
Oh, I said the problem is the way fans act and all competitors act. Because like Brienne, for example, like she liked being a heel. The only reason she stopped being a heel was because of the like all the hate she was getting from the fans.
Yeah. I also find it kind of interesting that I don't know, for me personally, the heels have always been so much more interesting than the faces. And like being called a heel is not an insult. I feel like it's more of a compliment to show that you actually have some spice to your character, you know?
Yeah.
Like most faces are, believe it or not, pretty boring.
They are. I don't know
Yeah.
one. The only like a face with a personality was Kalinowski. Now he's like he's not a heel. I don't want to call him heel. He's like a troll now. So, but like I feel like heels are way more likable, like because it doesn't feel fake. You know, like the acting feels genuine. Like when faces act, like it just feels so fake.
Yeah.
Oh, can we?
It's like baby faces. A baby face is kind of like very cringe, like they're like super like sappy and stuff to a point where it's like really annoying. Like nobody's like that like good in like real life, and like that was like the biggest thing with like when Wolves of Steel was a team. Like
Yeah.
they would just been like, "Hey buddy, hey pal,
Hey,
but I
partner.
like yeah," and I
Oh,
liked
so cringe.
and I liked Riley like before he became like a team, but then like when they became a team, then like it was really annoying. Like
Yeah, like Riley.
I couldn't
think
stand the cringe. I couldn't stand the cringeness of it.
Yeah.
Like it literally
Riley's.
made me like so annoyed. But like I liked their entrances because they were like one of the first few teams that actually started making like kind of like cool entrances. But then as the time got like they wanted them to be more face teams. Then they got more like matching shirts, and then they like finished each other's sentences and stuff, and it was like creepy and like cringy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Riley when he's alone. I think he's one of the better interviewers. But like when he's with Clark, it's just. And I think the problem. Rachel's annoying too. It's like I loved Rachel, but I can't stand her now.
Yeah.
Talk about the five horsemen, like because Christian 10 best-selling merch wants to buy a shirt that says like who, and it's like one of the best sellers.
Can you repeat that? It cut out pretty badly.
I'll put like the top 10 on TeePublic, and like I think number 3 or number 4 horsemen, and like I just buy a shirt that says semen on it.
Yeah.
Like who?
Oh man.
Imagine wearing just like a semen shirt, like without any context, like just walking around the streets of, like for you walking the streets of California, and me just walking around in like Patterson, New Jersey, just wearing a shirt that says semen.
Horse semen, even.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Whoever did the like clearly did not think things through.
Yeah. Oh lord.
Yeah, I actually like the fan design that had Cal the Smurdown dog on it. Like somebody did their own fan design, and they put like the five horsemen, but they put like Cal in there. That was actually looks better.
Yeah, on the side.
Mm-hmm. Man, Cal's cute though. Everyone loves Cal.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of I hope Riley will be cool now with the horseman. Like I don't know, I'm not as hyped as everyone else. Like, oh, it's fun to see Dan back, I guess. But he was also like one of those competitors who was insanely good at trivia, but like personality wise, he didn't have that much to offer. Like like for like the whole kayfabe thing. I mean, but I feel like now that he's like actually a part of something, like I mean, he was part of the Lion's Den for like a month. I don't remember, like a short amount of time. But yeah,
Team Champs.
Yeah, right.
When back in the day when Riley and Merle were part of Team Champs, and that was like a fun team. That's a team that would be a team that would be better.
Yeah, didn't they like lose?
Yeah,
they lost
a lot.
Yeah, right. You see, overhyping. That's like another example.
Just because you're good in be good in teams doesn't mean you're good in singles.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope he's gonna show more character. Just like McWeenie. Yeah, McWeenie used to have like no character at all, and I found him very boring because of that in the league. But he's been like doing this like scary thing with Tab, and I found that kind of funny. So I hope he like does something with that.
Ooh, I want to see where Tab is like deciding between like listen to McWeenie and Mike.
Yeah, right. Because he's like he's scared of both of them. That's actually pretty interesting.
They should just hire me, like.
Yeah, they should. But yeah. Is there anything else we want to add to this?
No, not really. I mean, next week we have another to this plan, but like I'm done this week.
Yeah, I think we said.
Yeah, I guess what we want to say is being confident and being cocky isn't sexism.
It's not an insult.
In fact, do you, boo boo? I would say.
Yeah, being called confident is a compliment, guys. Just
Exactly.
that's about it. Just I guess join the Action Army page. Got a new Instagram. That's what happened this week. So
Yeah, Andrew got an Instagram. That's what he said. Yeah. Well, yeah. You can find me on Twitter at Hallapotat, AGLLAPOTAT. Danny?
And you can find me at Twitter at DKPKP, on Instagram Danny_K22.
And Aixa?
oh, you can find me on Twitter as Aixa Maximoff, and it's down in the description.
Yeah. You can also find our podcast Twitter. It's down in the description below, just like all the other links, like the Schmodown and Action Movie Anatomy, and also the Team Action Patreon that you should definitely pledge to if you can. Yeah, follow Andrew and Ben on their Twitters as well. And we'll see you guys hopefully next week. Bye.
And
Bye.
Happy 4th of July, everyone in the States.
Yes, of course.
There won't be any episode of action action movie anatomy this week. So
yeah, right.
So enjoy your holiday. Watch some fireworks.
Yes.
All right,
Okay.
bye guys. Have a nice weekend
Bye.
and all that.
Where's the belt?